laughing, it's because I'm back. Second live. Hopefully this won't be as long as the first live. Which was pretty long, wasn't it? So I've got a few things in here, but not everything. Some of it probably could even go back. This little thing by Dior I want to get rid of. I don't use them. Whether it's Dior or something else, I just don't use them. Right, let's get, because I don't have a pore primer, yeah. Because I don't have a pore primer, I'm going to use the Revolution Minimising Spray. Pore Minimising Spray. Let's just say when my hair has got product in it, I don't really like spraying this all over my face. Because it's not going to do my hair any good, is it? Eden, hi. I thought you would have gone back to bed. I'm going to have to take a bit of a break now. Bit of a breather. I said I'll be back at 9 o'clock. It's nearly past. Right. Let's just stamp the spray into my face. Otherwise, I'm going to be here all day long. There is no going back to bed when you have a 1.5-year-old son. Oh, dear. Oh, yeah. So kind of you're up now for the duration. I think I'm going to turn the light on it. I think it's on its highest setting. Right. So then I've got this glowy primer that's in Project Pan, which I want to use. I mean, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see the window in. It's nearly all gone. Which I'm just trying to use it up. Just get some glow in the cheeks. Kind of like just on the apples of the cheeks, I like it. I honestly don't think there's going to be much more I can get out of that. We'll get a bit on the nose here. The connection keeps going in and out. I don't even know why. I've got really fast broadband. Like fibre optic. Right, I think what I want to do, but I don't feel like it'll settle into the skin as nice. Yeah, we need a moisturiser, don't we? So, should have put that on first. I'm going to do it now. So, we'll put the Garnier Vitamin C Daily UV Invisible on. And then over the top of that, I want to use a powder foundation that I brought into my Shop My Stash. So I'm doing this the wrong way around really, but it doesn't matter. Can always go in again with a little bit more of that glowy Illuminator if I need it. But this is quite glowy as well. My partner is having a sleep in today, so I will get him up soon to look after our son so I can do my makeup. Yeah, you do that. Have a bit of you time. What are your plans for the weekend? Are you doing anything? Oh my gosh. I think it's Tammy. It doesn't really tell you who sends messages on Instagram. But I think it's her. I think she's just gone and ordered the Natasha Denona Golden palette. I don't want it. When I first initially saw it, I really fell in love with it. But now I know that basically 10 shades are the same as what they are in the Natasha Denona Gold. It makes what? 0 sense for me to have it, because I've got the Natasha Denona Gold, I've got the Mini Gold, I've got Good as Gold by Colourpop. It's like, you don't need it. Right, so press that in. I'll try the Skin Silk foundation today. I hope I like it, because I don't often buy new foundation. I've got so many foundations in my drawer. But that doesn't stop me looking at foundation though. Eden. Tammy wears one, and it's by Revlon. And it's a skin tint. Can't remember the exact name of it. Oh, you're back! Tammy, what's that foundation called by Revlon you wear? Do you know the skin tint? But anyway, they do it in the UK, and I didn't know they would do it in the UK. This curl's clumped together. It's not looking the best. And they do, and I want it. But I can't have it, because I'm on a no-buy. I can get it in November. It's Sunday morning here now. Yes, of course it is. Today we have a play date with some friends who I met through baby groups last year, and then see my dad and do groceries. Also quite a busy day then. Look who's back again. Andy's back. Tell your friends. Illuminant Serum Tint, that's the one. Right. I've not used it yet because I forgot about it. And it's not with all my other foundations, it's in one of the drawers. I want to use this today. Sorry, you can't see my face. Laura Gellar. It's a Balance and Brighten foundation. The SPF is really low, it's SPF 15. But I've been enjoying it. It just looks like that's really old. Still performs well. Where's that brush I like to use with it? Oh. I finished the Revlon Candid foundation not so long ago. I really love that one. Didn't they stop making that? I know they have in the UK. So I'm just using this brush. It's like a kabuki brush. So this shade's Porcelain. I do feel, right, I didn't like this to begin with for so long. I used it as more of a setting powder. But all of a sudden I've really gotten to like it. I just kind of blend it in like this. And it doesn't last the longest, but I don't need it to last the longest. It's 25 to 10 at night. I mean, it's making my skin look flawless. That's why I like it. I mean, we won't go underneath here because I'm going to put concealer down there. But can you see, like, pores here? Not so noticeable over this side. And I never knew it was that good until I started trying it again. So, yeah. And it takes not as long as a liquid foundation to do. That's another reason why I like it. And it just blends into your skin tone. Do you know, so you don't have to worry about, have I got the shade right? Is this my summer shade or is it my winter shade? I don't have to worry about that anyway. With me being a pale girly. This is as dark as I get. And I say it's as dark as I get. I'm like Casper. I don't even have to put it down my neck because it's the same shade as my skin. Let's have a look. Yeah, I don't want to keep going in with multiple layers of it because it's powder and it's gonna make it look powdery. It's been discontinued here too. I have normal to dry oily skin and it worked well for me. I bet you'd be able to get it from Amazon and eBay. But at a price. I'm going in with the Body Collection concealer now. So it's the only one I'm using at the moment. And the reason I'm using it is because it's a Project Pan concealer. Then we'll go in with a sponge. I'll use some of that Face Facts Vitamin C spray. Oh, okay, I'm dry as a barbecue. Hi, Condensation. Do you want to tell us your name or are you not bothered? I know some people don't like saying what the name is in live chat. Speaking about that, Tammy, have you thought any more about changing your name for YouTube? Needs to just... Yeah, I think it's a good name. I think it's a catchy name and people will remember it. Do you know if, like, say, for instance, someone wasn't subscribed and watched one of your videos, it's a catchy name and they'd remember that. I think, anyway. I thought about changing my name. I honestly don't know what I would change it to. I've had all kinds of names over the years. It's been Beauty with Andrea, Beauty with Andy, but then I dropped the Beauty because I'm like thinking, Beauty I see more as skincare, even though Beauty can be makeup as well. So I dropped that. I dropped Andrea because there's so many content creators called Andrea, even though, like, my name isn't Andrea. Don't worry, you know, I'm not kind of like called a random name. I am, in the UK, it is pronounced Andrea, but my mum calls me Andrea because that's the European way. Andrea is Andrea. So that is my name. And then the only other Andrea on this platform that I know of is Andrea Mattiliano, who I absolutely love. So I just thought, no, we'll go with Andy. Then there's another one, Andy Does Stuff, and she spells her name A-N-D-I. So I've always spelled Andy, A-N-D-I-E. It just gets confusing, doesn't it, when people have got similar channels to yours? You have to think about something that you can use that's different. Tammy, I love your look with Groovy Garden. I'm loving that palette. Yeah, she did a really good look, didn't she? Me too, Eden. I can't wait to use that again. I want to change my name so people know it's beauty related. Francis, hello. I was watching your other video. I'm really sorry, Francis. It was meant to be a perfume video. It was meant to be a perfume video that lasted probably not even 20 minutes. And I got sidetracked talking to the lovely ladies. Hopefully this one won't be as long. Thanks for the shout out. No worries, I was only happy to do it. I do feel like you know more about perfume than me. I mean, if I went to actually go and check out each perfume I've got, I'd be able to tell people the notes of the perfume. I should have done that, really. Should have done it. But it was just meant to be like, oh, this is the way I've organised it. This is the perfumes that I've got in the collection. These are the dupes that I've got in the collection, etc, etc, etc. And then I ended up going through my makeup and it's like, oh my gosh, you need to calm down. You're doing a makeup collection soon. I still plan to watch from beginning to end tonight. It's not going anywhere, Tammy. I appreciate everyone that watches though. Okay, so where's that puff? Powder puff. Needs a wash. It's a bit grim looking, but let's just do a bit of this. I'm halfway through, so I will go back and finish later. Thank you. I love seeing your collection today. Well, there's more to come, Eden. It's a mess at the moment. I can't wait to declutter and just reorganise. I am busy nose and want to see what you have. What I want to do you remember how, like, in the video I showed you off to the side here where all those palettes are? I want to go through them first. And I want to, like, there's some Beauty Bay ones that I know I want to keep them. I want to see what I want to keep. And then I want to use kind of the others in Second Chance Sunday. Like, I want to do... I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow. I want to do a look with this. And I know I've got the Natasha Denona Gold. See, this is also a dupe then. In that case, this is also a dupe for the Natasha Denona Golden. This will have 10 similar shades in. So I've got 2 of those palettes. Obviously I don't need it. Yeah, so I don't know what palette I'm going to use tomorrow in Second Chance Sunday, but we'll be using something that I'm thinking about decluttering. Very similar. I messaged you back on Instagram. You've gone and bought it, haven't you? I was just telling them in the live. I think Tammy's gone and bought it. What happened to this low buy? Right, just do a bit of this. I'm getting carried away. I'm not too sure if I even need to go on with powder. Hang on. Because I don't want to put too much powder on. Because I've used that Laura Gellar foundation powder. I don't then want to go in with So anyway, that was my mum calling yet again. I've been trying to get hold of her and she didn't answer. So what I was saying is I don't know if I want to go in with this as well. I mean, yeah, I suppose I could go in with a little bit under the eyes. I just don't want to look too powdered. Hi Adelaide. Tammy, I don't think I understand Lorby. Well, you did really want that palette. I mean, you've been saying kind of that's the only palette that you wanted. Yes, I did, and I know I'll use it. Could always put it away for your birthday. When's your birthday? Your birthday's coming up soon, isn't it? I feel like a low buy is harder than a no buy in some ways, because where do you draw the line? Yeah. I just, I just don't feel like I've had huge problems with this no buy. Maybe going forward, like there's still 5 months left. Maybe going forward I'll have more problems. Maybe like someone, like Gloss Gods for instance. There's been a few palettes there that I've liked the look of, but not enough to actually break my no buy for. And me and Tammy was speaking the other day, and she was asking, what am I going to do next year? Will it be a low buy? And I don't know at this point. I don't know if I'm going to start bringing makeup into the collection, just because you saw it earlier, and that's only half of it. There's another 2 drawers full of eyeshadow palettes that I've got. So it's kind of like, I feel like I'm buying for buying's sake, and I don't want to do that. What is it there, sir? Just buy the shoes, lol. I always worry though, Francis, I'm going to just swap one addiction for another. I was addicted to Pandora. I've got I think I've got 3 Pandora bracelets full of Pandora charms, so many Pandora rings, a few more Pandora bracelets that aren't like charm bracelets. Then obviously I had a handbag fetish, clothes, I used to buy so many clothes, and it's like, you're just swapping one thing for another, just stop it. That's what I said to myself. And on my phone, you might think this is drastic, but this is how I've managed not to buy in the early days. So in November, I put this, I did it on Canva. So I made this thing on Canva to myself. It said, no buy, like my no buy year. And then it said, you can buy hair care products, you can buy, what else did it say? Clothing to a certain extent, and no makeup products at all. Mascaras you can buy 1 in 1 out. Skincare's 1 in 1 out. Nothing else. So yeah, that's what's on my phone every time I go to TK Maxx, because TK Maxx just kills me. When I see the eyeshadow palettes on the little table there, I'm like, oh, I want that so bad. But I've done good in not actually getting any eyeshadow palettes from TK Maxx. And yeah, I just look down at the phone and I'm like, yes, I'm on that no buy, aren't I? Exactly, Francis. Everyone's low buy price would be different. I feel like if you're on a low buy, just set yourself a budget, $100, $200, whatever the price may be. Like what we was talking about, I said, if I go on a low buy, I'll set myself £100. Like £100 for a year is nothing. It's less than £10 a month. And that will allow me to get whatever I want, an eyeshadow palette, maybe a Natasha Denona palette for C1, and some like face products like a blush or something like that, but I just don't feel like I need it. Haha, Tammy's is enabler. Oh, absolutely, that's what we do. Packing and being cute. I used to get makeup because of the packaging. Yeah, I buy eyeshadow palettes that I know I'm going to use, and other things as well. But I've started, like definitely this year and last year, duping the vibes of palettes, just to get kind of that colour story and to know within my own mind, am I going to use it? If I'm going to use it frequently, then I'll go out and buy it. The only thing that I really knew that I would use a lot is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude, and I was lucky that a friend sent that to me, so I didn't actually buy it. I'm just really, really lucky like that, I guess. I'm like, oh my gosh, the I need a nude. We are all broken. I used to buy so much clothes, but only buy a piece here and there now. I like basics now for clothing. Andy, you are doing great. Thank you. If I would have done this 2-3 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to do it. I know I wouldn't. Let's get some bronzer on. Because we're 25 minutes in and look at my face. It looks like there's no makeup on. Have you got drinks, ladies? Because you might need drinks and a snack. Okay. So, Elf in the shade Tan Lines. Nothing's being changed up here. I see that Morgan Turner's got that new Elf foundation. I think she's done a review on it. Not that I'm going to be getting it, but my friend said, are you going to get that? And I said, not when I'm on a no-buy. And there's so much in my base drawer as well. I went live earlier and had a few random people come in and chatted the whole video. Then Michelle and Angela came in too. You've got a live on your channel, Tammy. I didn't see no live pop up. Oh, I'm gutted. I'll go and watch it. It won't be till well later because after this live, I have to go to my mum's. So it's going to be early hours for me. And then you'll get ping, ping, ping with all the messages, all the comments. Well, I don't think it actually pings, does it? But yeah. Yeah, I went live about an hour or so ago. So it's probably going to have been then when I was in my live. That's probably why I didn't get notified. Or maybe I did. I was just too kind of in my own zone. It's alright, I can go and watch it. Was it with the Pokemon stuff? Or no? I doubt it will be, will it? Because you have a job interview, don't you? So it's kind of... Am I right in thinking it say, get ready with me for a job interview or something like that? I didn't see it, Tammy, but I was making dinner at the time. Hi, Alice. I think I'm going to use this today. This pink Tarte blush. Remember the other day, Tammy, I wanted to use it and didn't. I don't think that's that glowy. It looks a bit glowy, doesn't it? Yeah, I didn't use that the other day, so I'm going to keep this palette out then. Let's just blend this bronzer out. Where's the brush? You just have to use this one. I have the brush you're using, the Real Techniques one. A lot of my collection, especially face brushes, is Real Techniques. I haven't done brows. I'm going to do them next. I say I'm going to do them. It's nothing special. It's just putting brow stuff in them. So I feel like I don't really need to do anything with them, because I've tinted them. Most of my brushes are Real Techniques. I really want to try BK Beauty. Do you know the hooded eyes set? Because everyone raves about them. But other than that, I'm not really too bothered. I've got Jessup Beauty brushes, and they're nice, like face eyeshadow brushes, sorry. Oh, that was the brush. I have a mixture of random brushes. I'm just cleaning this brush off. Yeah, I've got Morphe as well. I've got the Jaclyn Hill X Morphe collection. I've got, I think she's called Adele Roberts or whatever she's called. Got some of hers as well. Really holds them in place. Just keep getting notifications from Instagram. I think with lives as well, you've got to time it right. Like my lives that I do in the afternoon, they never do well. I'm sat for most of the live talking to myself, which I've said before, I don't really care about that. It's no different than doing a video where you're talking to yourself anywhere in your room. So it's fine for me to do it this way. But people come in eventually, you know, people come in, and I like that communication. So I'll just continue to do this. Other than obviously when I do Project Pan videos and Shop My Stash videos, they'll be done normally. And all my hair content will be done normally as well on the Embracing My Curls channel. But that is only once a week. I only think I've got the energy to do them once a week. Okay. Right. Bronzer's done. Let's get a blush brush. I wish I knew what these Tarte blushes were called. I've just took them out of random palettes. Just making sure there's nothing on it. Oh, there's quite a bit of blush on that, look. That might have been why it looked shiny the other day. Right, I don't think there'll be anything on that now, no. Let's just go into this then. Oh, it looks bright, doesn't it? Wowzers. I feel like I need to turn it down even more. Yay, starting my makeup now. We're doing our makeup together, Eden. Yay. I always like to put a bit on my nose. So you always get sunburn there. I did think that. It's nice pink. A nice pink blush. I don't think any of these blushes are going to be going like I thought. Well, maybe the peach Tanya Burr one will. I thought I'd bring it out and just see if I'm going to be decluttering any of it. I don't think I am. I'll show you that peach one in a minute. That might be going. Do you feel like I need to use it a couple more times just to establish whether it is or whether it's not? Just blending this out now. I don't like my cheeks to look too pink, even though I love pink. Oh, my friends just Marco Polo'd me. Do you guys use Marco Polo? I remember when she spoke to me about it, I'm like, what's that? And she told me. I said, what's it like FaceTime then? And she went, no, because basically what it is you can talk to each other, you can send messages back and forward, but in recorded messages. And they're like, all right, so it's not like in real life. And she said, no. So, yeah, it's good. It's nice because she lives so far away. She lives in Australia. It's nice to see her face. I mean, sometimes it's daily that we talk. Right, that'll do. Shall I just use this highlighter that's in this palette? I think so. Just this one here. So this is just a Primark highlighter. Very, very inexpensive. And she's dropped a brush. That was clever. Right, I'll use this one then instead. Just let me wipe whatever is on it off. Bra strap keeps coming down. These Primark highlighters are probably, not probably, they are the best on the drugstore for the price point. They're like, I think the last ones I bought were £3.50. This is the blush that I'm thinking about getting rid of. This Tanya Burr one. It's quite powdery, and I've got this one which is quite similar in tone. Are they dupes? No, not really, but similar. And I'll keep the Benefit over the Primark one any day. So anyway, that's the palette, my palette that I've made up, which I enjoy. I've got another one like it for winter. Right, let me get my Hourglass palette, because we all know that I like to use it for the setting powder. I was going to show you. I'm not going to show you because it's Project Pan. And I don't want to spoil the surprise. This would have been a good brush for that Laura Geller foundation. It's the 107 Powder Polish Brush by Zoeva. I just tend to use it for this Hourglass finishing powder. Let's just say though, guys, I'm doing extremely well on this powder. If you use it every day, of course, you're going to be doing extremely well. Look how glowy my skin is though. If one day my skin wasn't glowy, I wouldn't like it. I don't like matte foundation. I don't like anything like that. Okay. Let's do some setting spray. Not that one. Not that one. This one. Okay. So we've got the Technic Glow Setter. I love glowy skin. You do, I know you do. Soul Sisters Tammy, that's all I've got to say. I think glowy skin on a more mature woman just looks absolutely amazing. I think when you have got like a matte foundation, on some women it looks nice, but on me personally it doesn't. I think I'm going to put some of this on. I always forget about this, and it's in Project Pan. So it's my New Look cream highlighter. Don't often wear cream highlight. It's in the shade Gold. I look dead when I go home, Matt, plus having dry skin doesn't help. Yeah, I can appreciate that. Okay. Oh, and I didn't use this. Sunkissed Skin Hyaluronic Acid for the under eye. Never mind. Feel like it needs to be somewhere where I can see it. Doesn't matter. Right. I'm going to put some of this on there. Technic Plumping Lip Oil. Just want to use it up. I won't repurchase. I need that primer, don't I? It's here. So W7 Prime View today. We went in with Urban Decay Primer Portion yesterday because I couldn't, it's not that I couldn't find them, I couldn't be bothered getting them. They were all in the crate on the bed. And it's not like I'm talking about a million miles away, guys. It's behind me. It's behind me. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm being a bit silly. Right, so we've got this much, which should be more than enough. Go away, curl. The only problem with this is like coming live every day. So I don't want to be talking about the same thing. I don't want to be a broken record. I mean, my life isn't that exciting that I'm doing stuff all the time. So don't expect too much from me. Apart from this is the makeup. Oh, I'm just going in with the Revolution contour palette. It's just a setting powder that I always use. Sorry, I've got something on me. Oh, what the hell's that on my phone? How am I going to get it off? I need to get something off my phone. It's a bit, I think it's foundation. Okay. Hi, Michelle. I'm quiet today because my tummy hurts so bad. I wish I didn't have a body to feel pain from, but wanted to let you know I'm here. Oh, I'm sorry. Being sick sucks. Then when I pressed the phone, it said something about a moderator. I don't want to do it again in case I knock the whole thing off. So now I can pin messages, put user in timeout, which I knew I could do anyway, hide user on this channel, and then I can add someone as a moderator. But Jamie offered to do it for me, like when people come in and are rude to me, or rude in general in the chat. I just think it's giving people too much responsibility, unless they want to be here all the time, and that's just, you know, expecting too much of a person. Right, so the base is on. Damn it. I forgot I was actually using a white eyeshadow base because I'm working with pastels today. Yes, people who do lives always have a moderator or two to help out. Unless I absolutely have like hundreds of people in my live, I don't think I'll need it. And if I get like people coming in that are not very nice, then I'll just have to kick them out myself. It's as simple as that. My son just tipped half of my $50 moisturiser onto the carpet. Oh my gosh, no way. No, that's normal to have a few moderators, so you are always covered by one. Yeah, I know, but I feel like I'd be expecting too much from them. Like, people just want to watch, don't they? They don't want to be mithered with me and, you know. Where is... I'm just going to have to go over it, I think. Go over the base that I've put down already. Because I need this white base down. I don't think it'll work as well. Ten-second rule, Eden. Scoop back into the jar unless it's liquid. Oh no, sorry about your expensive lotion. Something to consider if you start getting hundreds of viewers. I don't get hundreds of viewers all at once, Francis. I get them like per actual live though. Like once I actually got 600 views in the space of a live, which was, I'm like, wow. 600 people have viewed me, not necessarily talked to me. They've like looked at the obviously what I'm saying and things, and then gone out of the channel. So I think I'm just gonna go on with this. It's called, the name isn't on it, which, oh wait, Wispy Cloud. Why don't Elf write it on the back there? Name a car for an edit. Why? Just tapping it on. I do want some on the crease because there's going to be some pastel up there. Then I'll probably use my fingers and blend it out. So basically what I've just done prior to this was useless. I would be so nervous with 600 people watching me live. It doesn't actually show like 600 people. Like at the minute it shows 10 are in this live. But they go back and forth. Like, they don't all talk to you for a start, which is fine. Not everyone wants to talk, I get that. But then when you go out to the live, it tells you how many people were in that particular live. Like for the duration that the live was out. And then it tells you when the live's finished, how many people have watched it since the live. That's good then, at least you are getting the views, yeah. It's working for now, Francis. Right. I do feel like maybe a NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil probably works better. I used to use them back in the day. You're not going to be able to see all this white anyway once I put stuff over it. Let's just get this out here. I don't really want to be doing this eye look, but I want to be using this palette because it's the one that I was telling you about that I don't know if I want to keep. And I don't even know who I want to give it to because I don't know anyone who'd wear this palette, to be honest. I think it's reaching its expiration anyway. Oh, okay, then I could be fine with it, not knowing at the time, lol. I have a NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in white and I found it dry. Yeah, I saw that on you, like when you were using it on your channel, Tammy. When I used mine, like back in the day, as I said, I loved it. Maybe they've changed the formula now. Right. Can you tell, you know, I'm not overjoyed about using it. So much enthusiasm. So it's this one, the Makeup Obsessions Crystal Waves. I want to do at least 2 looks with it. I mean, if I wasn't going out today, I'd do 1 look on this eye, 1 look on this eye, make a decision, and then probably declutter it. But I can't do it. I'm doing a very simple look. So I want to start off with this shade first, though, all over the lid and into the crease, Mystical, and then I want to add a topper, and then I think I want to blend out with Baby Pink. I'm telling you everything I'm doing. Let's just do it. What brushes are in here? Okay. Right, I'm going to go in with this Spectrum CO6 brush. And like I said, mystical. Even this looks dry and crumbly. Goes nice. It goes nice with that white though. And that goes nice with the top. Let's see if I can do something semi-respectable. Right, I'm just packing it on. I'm packing it on till I've got the right amount of colour. So I've not done a bright colour story in ages. And normally this time of year, spring, summer, the pastel eyeshadow palettes come out. It's a nice shade. Can I turn it down? Oh, that's better, isn't it? It's a nice shade. Let's get it up there. Right, that's the darker shade in the palette. I was going to put something on the outside there, but that's the darkest shade in the palette. Let's just put it all over the lid. There, that's nice. Nothing to be too scared of. Nothing's going to go down here though, that colour. Let me just tell you that. Maybe I'll get a pastel pink eyeliner out. Because I don't like anything that colour on the lower lash line. Let's just put this mirror down. I could probably look in this palette's mirror actually. What do you guys think about pink on the lids? I'm not a lover of it. I will say that again. Say it again, I don't think I've said it at all. Does your tugging feel dry, Francis? Mine used to be dead creamy when I used to use that pencil liner. If the tugging, then they're definitely, either the formula's gone off or they've changed it, the formula that is. Hi Jamie, again. I used to love pink shadows, but thinking I've gotten away from liking it as much. Well, I didn't know what to do with this palette, and I just thought I'll use the brightest shade. I didn't want to use blue. Right, and I want to blend that out with the lighter pink, that baby pink that we was talking about. I love pink on everyone else. I just feel like pink and purple, I just don't suit. Just going to put some of this in the crease. It's very pastel leaning, isn't it? It's not as pink as my top. and in the pan it's very, very dark, and you saw how much I went in with it. It's the one that I was showing yesterday. It's the Crystal Waves by Makeup Obsession, Jamie. I love a good mauve shade. On me, I am tired of them. I used to always wear pink. I like pink on you. I'm not too sure I do. Pink and purples look great depending on the tones I use. I like periwinkle purple. That palette is so pretty. It's pretty, but I just feel it's gotten old now, Tammy. And I feel like I've got better pastels. Maybe that's what the issue is. And I've not got any problems with drugstore makeup, right, guys? I don't want you to think that I do, because that's all I used to use back in the day. But it is drugstore, and not as much attention goes into drugstore as, you know, slightly better palettes. I mean, I wouldn't even... Makeup Obsession are the most cheapest makeup I think that Revolution do. And then you've got I Heart Revolution, and I love the I Heart Revolution palettes. I feel like... Oh, that's too dark. That's alright though. Just try a bit more mystical on the lid. Can't make it any darker than what it's looking now, that's the thing. And I'm going to be going in with a topper, so it doesn't really matter. I think I actually want to use 2 toppers. Like, Juvia's Place of Violets. I've used that before, and people have like really complimented me and said, oh, you really suit purple. I don't feel like I do. I need to find a glitter glue. Let's just use this one. It's not that great, but we'll use it. Technic Glitter Primer. 80% of my makeup is higher and in day, and 20% is drugstore. See, I was always the other way around. I would say it's 50-50 now, but it was always like 20% high end, if that, and 80% drugstore. It was always Revolution. And then I brought Colourpop in. But to me, Colourpop's not drugstore anyway. You know, when I get it, ship it to the UK, I have to spend at least £60 just so I don't get charged customs. I can get a palette from Glaminatrix for that price. That's the way I see it now anyway. Tammy, I think I am 50-50. Right, let's get a drink first. Now my eyeliners. Not that one. This one. Whoops, it got tangled in my hair. Yup, Colourpop is expensive to get to New Zealand too. I haven't ordered for a few years. Yeah, it's been about 2 years for me as well. So I'm just going in with this Made by Mitchell, or Smudge No Budge pink drink it's called. So obviously it's pastel pink eyeliner. I'm not going to use that mirror. Use this one again. It's very pink, isn't it? Smooth as butter. Needs sharpening though. I won't do it today. Well, I will. I'll do it later. So we're putting the toppers on. Right, first of all, I'll go in with Mother of Pearl. This one here. It's just really, really sheer. Really sheer. And if I can't get a palette that's got good shimmers in it, it's gone. Because I'm not a matte person. I've got about 2 matte eyeshadow palettes in my collection. I will not go out there and buy a matte eyeshadow palette. That's a nice shade though. Do the other eye and then I'll put the other topper over the top. What am I missing? That palette reminds me of the It's Be Cool summer palette that I recently got. What brand is it by? Jamie. Never heard of that one. Mattes are my jam. No, shimmers. And if a palette doesn't have at least half of what, you know, like the same ratio as so say you get a 10 pan, what I'd like it to have, what my kind of OCD wants it to have, is 5 shimmers, 5 mattes, and if it doesn't, I get a bit crazy. You know, I get a bit, you know, I've started looking at palettes more and I'm like, no, I won't buy it because it doesn't have 5 shimmers and I want it to have 5 shimmers. Nice. I feel like I'm the only one that's crazy like that, but I'm sure there's other people around. I'm a shimmer lover too. Oh, God, Eden. We're in good company then, aren't we? I love a really good quality matte. It's Bell Cosmetics. Still haven't heard of them. Where are they based? The US? I feel like if these brands are based in the US, the chances are, unless I watch a video from a content creator, and I only really watch Sarah Rose, and I've only been watching her Shop My Stash videos because I'm crazy about them. I binge watch them. It's kind of like I've not heard of it. And I should be taking more time. I was saying that to Francis today. I should be taking more time looking up content, going on Trend Mood. I don't even think I'm subscribed to Trend Mood. With me having a makeup channel, I should know more about it. Just not be ignorant and say, oh, I don't know what you mean. Because it's my job. Well, it's not my job. I'm monetized, but, you know, not to the extent of being able to not have a job. You know, they don't pay that great, to be honest, but that's neither here nor there. So what I'm saying is it's not my job. It couldn't be a part-time job, me doing this. I do it because I love it. But I should know more about brands, is what I'm trying to say. No, you are not alone. I have heard others say the same. They want an equal ratio. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Puerto Rico, I think, probably spelling it wrong. Don't worry about the spelling. I want equal to more shimmers than mattes. LOL. Right, I'm going to go in with Opal, this one here, over the top of what we've just used. I'll just stick it in the middle first because I don't know how it's going to go. And if it doesn't look right, you might not even be able to see anything. This isn't turning out like I thought it would. I'm just going to go all over the lid, guys. It's not bad. Too bad bigger brands like Colourpop, etc. don't have warehouses in other countries. What's affordable for the US should be affordable everywhere. I agree, Jamie. And to be honest, Colourpop are not as cheap as what they used to be. So, but I did get excited a couple of, well, I think it was only last week actually. I got an email from them and it said I could have 3 £9 palettes for $15, and I'm thinking, yeah, it won't be $15 by the time it gets here. Do you know, in one of their mystery boxes. And then I just thought to myself, well, I bet you I've got every single palette they ship out, so then I'll have to do it. I'll have to do a giveaway, which isn't a bad idea, doing a giveaway. I'd love to do a giveaway when I get to 2K. I'm nowhere near that. I'm nearly at 1.4 though, so that's great news for me. Right, Calm. It looks like it's got a bit of a blue shift in it, so let's use that. They're just really powdery, guys, is what, you know, what I'll say about them. They're really powdery. What do we think about powdery shimmers? I feel like they look powdery on my eyes too. Let's get some of this mascara on, this new one. So this one is a Technic Prime and Define. It's obviously, so it's got a primer, which is this side, I believe. I don't like it. Who uses primers? And do you think they're necessary? Is my question. If a shimmer is powdery, I'll wet my brush. Oh, well, it's done now, Tammy. Doesn't look that powdery on the eyes. I feel like if you put glitter glue down and you put an eyeshadow base down, you shouldn't need to have to wet your brush as well. But I get what you're saying. If a eyeshadow is powdery, then yeah, wet your brush. I used to do that all the time before I used glitter glues. But it's bad enough that I'm using like I'm double priming, you know, rather than me using a glitter glue, wetting the brush as well. Right, so that's the primer. I'd like to try out a lash primer just to see if it makes a difference on my lashes. My friend Lisa uses the, I think it's the L'Oreal L'Oreal Lash Paradise. She said it's good. This is a cheap one. It costs £1.50 for both mascaras, so that's probably why it's not making an impact on me. And I'm picky when it comes to mascaras. Right, let's just really focus on giving this a chance. Because I don't feel like I've been giving it a chance, have I? Is it terrible? No. I just don't feel like I'm getting enough definition and like enough volume from it. But what can you expect for £1.50? $3, Eden. I don't know all the currency conversion in the rest of the country, but in Australia I do. Right, so now I'm going to go on a 17 mascara. Okay, another level 17. Beautiful, beautiful mascara. Love this one. My favourite mascaras don't need it. Luckily, I love the Melt Cosmetics Red Tube Mascara and loved the Bite Beauty one before it got discontinued. I've not tried any of those mascaras. I feel like they're too high-end for me. Right, I'm getting mascara everywhere. The Mango British Soap from Shop Missy is my favourite brush soap. I believe it is a $1.55. I get them out for 50% off at Black Friday. Oh, really? This 17 one was less than £4. Right, I need something to wipe. I've got mascara down here. And up there. I do like the colour of that shade there. Like I said, it's not translating how I thought it would. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I think it looks, I don't even know what the word is to describe it. Magical, in a sense. I've never ordered directly from most brand sites. Usually I order from Sephora. I've only ever placed one order from Sephora. That's in the UK. Up until that point, I couldn't order from Sephora. So I'm really glad that they brought it. I think it was last year they brought it to the UK. And now I can pretty much order whatever is on the site, which is fantastic. But obviously, no buy. Let me just put Mother of Pearl on again. This has got hard pan on. And a little bit of opal. I don't even know what I'm doing for lips. Maybe something pink. Pink to make them non-existent boys wink. Right, let's do this lip liner. Actually, let me see what's in this first. I think I want to wear this. I think this will go on my top. Charlotte Tilbury Velvet Underground. Are you going out to tonight's live? I'm only going to my mum's, Eden. Nowhere special. Oh, that looks beautiful actually. So I'm happy with the look. So because I'm happy with the look, now I don't know whether I'd recreate that look again. I don't know whether to keep it. Just depends what I get rid of in the declutter actually. Because if I feel like I get rid of a lot, then I may be able to keep it. But I don't know. I think maybe I want to do a blue look. Because can you see how many blues there is? So we've got the matte, azure, however you pronounce that. Then we've got Tranquility, this one here. Then we've got this So Wavy. That So Wavy looks absolutely stunning. But it doesn't look like the most pigmented blues. So I wouldn't mind doing another look with that. Probably not tomorrow. I'll try. No, we're doing Second Chance Sunday tomorrow, so we'll be using a different palette. So yeah, I'll do a blue look and then I'll make a decision whether I want to keep or declutter. Like I said, for the amount of pastel palettes that I've got, do I really need to keep it? Anyway, that's what it looks like. That's the eye look. Not bad, not bad. What am I missing in the comments? Feel like I'm missing stuff. They removed Melton, Natasha Denona, and I think a few others. Yeah, Naomi, my friend, was telling me that you can't get Natasha Denona anymore on the site. Looks really pretty. Thank you, Francis. Oh, you're in Canada. Tammy, maybe it's the US Sephora who have 50% off Melt. I don't know if we can get Melt in the UK. I'll have to have a look. Tammy, I did an order from I Feel Beautiful last weekend. They're shipped to New Zealand, which is nice. I'm in Canada also. Yeah, I'm in Canada. Melt was all 50% off last week on Sephora, and then today I looked and Melt is off the site. Maybe they've sold everything then. I really love the eye look. Thank you, Eden. We're in Canada, Francis. I am in Alberta, Toronto. Hi, MJ. What are all the emojis for? The weird emojis too. I Feel Beautiful carrying some good indie brands now. We have easier access to some brands. What's with the alien emoji? Tell me, I've never been to Toronto. I've never been to Canada. Maybe I will someday. I'll hunt you all down. Right, I best go. I best get off here. I'm waiting for MJ to respond. Are you going to respond, MJ? I don't think he is he? Okay, well, I'll go now. Again, you've seen the look. Like it. The look will be on Instagram in probably less than an hour. I put it on TikTok first, actually. And then I've been putting reels on Instagram from TikTok. So, yeah, I think I might do that from now on. Guys, I hope you have a good day, whatever time it is where you are. And yeah, I'm doing a live tomorrow. You're more than welcome to join. If not, I'll see you in the next live that you can join. Thank you so much for joining. If you don't mind, would you press like as well, because it really helps get my channel out there. You don't have to share or comment, just press that like button. I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you all again soon. another near enough 90 minutes. I do really appreciate your time, guys, because time is precious. But I'm going to let you go now. I don't want to hold you up any longer than I have to. So, au revoir. Bye-bye.